Hello and greetings. Welcome back to the Drummond Geometry YouTube channel. Take a look at the NASDAQ and Bitcoin. And tomorrow, of course, is the Fed's interest rate decision day. That'll be 9 o'clock here in Hawaii. So I thought I'd point out some key areas, what we can expect. Also, the caveat is volatility is going to be probably going to be on the table tomorrow. So let's see what things look like in terms of where these markets look like they might run into resistance. They're both screaming higher. They both seem to be moving in sympathy to one another. Start with the PL dots and just get an idea of how strong this energy is. And here on the monthly chart, price is pushing higher, and you can see this live PL dot is swinging up high off the main channel line. And same thing here on the weekly, nice and straight line moving higher. And then the slope here on the daily, it's a little bit shallower, but still pushing higher. And also we can see, there's a big C wave going on up here in the monthly, C wave on the weekly, had a C wave, and then today this inside bar, after yesterday's monster move ahead of tomorrow's interest rate decision, there wasn't a lot going on today. Now let's take a look at what we've gone through in terms of resistance. That's the monthly 5-2 down, and it's moved right through that. The weekly 5-2 down and the weekly 1-1 high are holding as of today on Tuesday, and a lot of week left to go, so we'll see how that plays out. And then coming up on tomorrow, let me draw this a bit. Across the tops of those two bars, across the bottom of these two bars. So there is a resistance area setting up with the daily 1-1 high for tomorrow, plus a 5-1, 5-3 down, and that's all in the 22,400 range. The next area of resistance on the daily chart is up here close to 22,800. So paying attention to what this market does tomorrow, if this area is holding, and we see the lower time periods, the 60 minute, the 10 minute, start to put in some C waves to the downside and break through this area, then target area becomes the daily PL dot, the daily envelope bottom. And now let's move on to Bitcoin with a monthly, weekly, and daily chart. I took a peek at the yearly and the quarterly, and all the higher time period resistance levels have all failed spectacularly. They are going to be support at some point, but they are well below where price is right now. So just to get oriented to where we are on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis, we can see that price has moved up into above zone 6 on a monthly basis, near the top of zone 5 on a weekly basis, and the last 2 days we poked above zone 6 and returned on a daily basis. So we're in the area where we'd expect this market to run out of steam. And there's some other things that give us a clue about that on this Holy Grail software. We have the oncomings up here on the weekly chart forming a wall. So they're all closing with all the highs lined up together. The daily chart oncoming is moved up, and it's up into that range where the weekly wall is formed now. So we have a little target area up in that area. And right now there's still quite a bit of month left here, but the monthly chart is showing prices moving up towards 120. But we're only halfway through the month, and this oncoming is subject to change as the rest of the month unfolds. For tomorrow, we can expect some resistance. We've got a 5-2 and a 5-1 down combination between 108 and 110. And so that's our resistance area on the daily chart for tomorrow. And again, that is right in this area on the weekly chart. And should this area hold, we see the lower time periods like an hourly, maybe a 10-minute chart starting to break down in this area. Then the downside targets are going to be daily envelope top, daily PL dot, and daily envelope bottom. And that's, again, depends on how the lower time periods react to this 108, 110 area. Keep in mind this market's been moving very strongly to the upside. It is into what we consider exhaust territory when it gets up into this, this area here of zone 6 and what we call the outer darkness up above that. That alerts us to something might be happening, and we look for possibly some short-term trades back down to the downside, selling resistance and buying support. I wouldn't call this a trend reversal at this point. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments section and do my best to answer them. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you again next time.